What's up, everyone? EJ Snyder here. Today, we're going to talk about the dollar store budget survival kit. And I hear it all the time. People are like, man, I see all this great stuff on your website. I see everyone talk about these bug out bags. But man, I'm on a budget. I can't afford that. I can't afford a big high-speed bag like you with all the gear in there, you know, to get me through the apocalypse. And you got everything in it to include the kitchen sink. Well, today, you don't got to worry about that because we're going to go inside here and I'm going to show you how to do it on a budget. Come on, let's go. Here we go. All right, now, one of the keys when you're in the dollar stores is to keep your eye out for bargains. Check the prices, get your little calculator going. You got one right there on your phone. Add up what you got. I'm trying to keep it under 25, 30 bucks, somewhere in that range. And if I find deals, 50 cents, $1, the more the merrier. Let's go. We got lots of shopping to do. Looking for this right here, yeah. Nice. The deals are out there, you just gotta know where to look. The big thing too is you gotta remember, you know, you're looking for the core four of survival. That's the big thing that you want to take care of in the situation like this. Is making sure you got shelter, fire, water, and food situations covered, and a tool that you can do all the survival work with, like a good knife or some other things that may be practical. You just got to keep your eyes out for the deals. Having a cutting edge in your survival kit is critical. And so they say the best knife you have in a survival situation is the one you have. So today, it's this $1.50 paring knife. Best deal I'm going to find right here, right now. So this goes with us. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Oh, see that right there? Anytime you can find 50% off or the clearance section, that's a gold mine. And look at this. Stainless steel. Oh, fire! Yes. Mwah. Gotta have a fire. It's a shower curtain. It's 6 by 6. It will work at a pinch. You can prop it up, make a shelter, use it as roofing, get underneath it if it's raining just to get out of the weather, keep your core body temperature in shape. But look behind me. Look what I found right here. On the clearance rack, again, I'm telling you, when you go into these stores, go to the clearance racks first. Heavy duty tarp, normally $8. Yeah, it's a big ticket item. It's 50% off, $4. That's going with me over the shower curtain. You can't beat a heavy duty tarp. Let's go find some more stuff. All right, we have done extremely well. Check this out. Look at all those goodies right there. Just gotta find a bag to put them in, and let's get out of here. Yeah, we did it. right. We got the goods. We did it. All right. We got the goods. Now let's just see how well we did. So there we have it. Went to the dollar store. The budget was between $25 and $30. I busted it by 1 penny. And we're trying to hit most of the categories that you need in a budget survival kit that you can find in a dollar store. And I just hit the one store, and we'll talk about some other things I found out about that and what you can do by hitting multiple stores. So went to the store. First thing I was going after was the Core 4. Had to get that done pretty quick. You know, critical items, cutting edge, knife. So this is the best thing I'm going to get for my survival situation is a paring knife. Love to have something better, but yeah, you need stuff to cut with. Got a knife. So knife was covered. Next big important thing, obviously got to get fire. Got multiple ways to help my fire situation here. Found this great deal of 2 Bic lighters for $1. You know what I always say about fire? If you leave your house without a lighter in one pocket and another one in the other, you're an idiot. Primitive fire is very hard to do. Fire is fickle. Hedge your bets. In case one lighter breaks, you got a second one. Look at that. For $1, 300 matches. Man, you can't beat that. Now, matches, you know, can't always count on them. They don't burn long. These aren't like those great storm matches I tell you guys to get. But, hey, got 300 shots at it, right? But to make that work better, I found this bag of 60 count they're cotton balls. And the great thing about cotton balls, you can put them in your tinder bundle, you make them wider, but what you can do is you put them in this petroleum jelly. Dip them in there. I got all these Ziploc bags, 40 of them, sandwich bags, good for other things. You know, you can, it's not a huge bag, but you can actually put leaves in this. You can have, you can get water from the leaves with these bags when they heat up. It's good to put your other items in here, but what I can do is put these cotton balls in these Ziploc bags, ready to go. And this petroleum jelly on a cotton ball makes it burn longer. I've got some twine, which is good for shelter, but you can take that twine, you can fray it up, then you got some more fire tinder. So, and that's 300 feet. Man, you can do a lot of stuff with that. If you don't think it's strong enough, you just braid it up and you can go way further than it. And as we're speaking about shelter, I've got this shower curtain that you could use as a basic tarp. It is 70 inches by 72 inches, so roughly 6 foot by 6 foot. You can make a roof if you're making a primitive lean-to or something. It'll keep the water off you a little bit better, or use it as a poncho. And wound up getting 50 feet of paracord. Now this has smaller strands in it, so not only is it good for shelter building, but I can use it for fishing line, traps, a lot of uses there. As well as I picked up some wax dental floss. I used to use this in the Army to stitch up all kinds of stuff. It's a lot stronger than regular string. And this is wax stuff, so I can use this also possibly for traps or whatever I need. You can never go wrong with having enough cordage. So I got that little bit of stuff there. So for fire also, I wound up with some of this gel sterno to help you get the fire going. If, say, everything's wet, you know, smear some of that stuff on it. Could use this for cooking. If you have a closed-in shelter, like let's say you do a debris hut or something, you can use this sucker right here. And when you heat this up, the temperature inside that shelter, if it's tight enough, will raise from the outside temperature about 5 or 10 degrees. Same thing as an extra, I got this candle. All right, it's a birthday candle. 3's my lucky number, so well, why not have a little bit of luck in your survival situation and light this candle? It'll do the same thing. Also provides light. So also for fire, you got some Altoids. Now, I'm not so interested in the Altoids, although they'll make your breath smell nice when you're surviving, but it's the can itself that's important. Because I can take this can, I can put a lot of these survival items inside there. Also, again, I have this Ziploc bags here to kind of consolidate everything. But if I put a little hole in this, I got a cotton bandana. Yeah, it's Halloween, so you got cotton bandana. You can make, and it's very large, and I can make char cloth with this. I can cut 1-inch swaths, put them in this Altoids can with a little pinhole in it, put that in the fire, make char cloth, which will spark up way easier. Along with other things. So for food, I wound up getting this sewing kit. Sewing kit was great. It's decent. It's actually got little scissors in there. It's got some needles and some safety pins, which can be turned into fish hooks, and more cordage. And again, another container. Now, I don't know if this is as good as the Altoids tin. It should work as also as another place where I can make char cloth. I don't know. I've always used Altoids cans, so that'll be a nice experiment. And also have got this duct tape, 2 rolls of duct tape. That I don't know what footage is it. Oh, 100 feet of duct tape, or not duct tape, excuse me, electrical tape for $1. You can use tape for all kinds of stuff, right? You can seal things up, make things better. And along with those, with the sewing kit for fish hooks, and I could use this. Like I said, I can use this dental floss. I didn't find any wire for snare wire, but I got another solution for that. I've got some paper clips, 80 of them, that I can turn into fish hooks, and those would work really well. And I think inside here, hold on, I left one item out that I want to put back in there in my bag here that I forgot to pull out. Actually, there's 2 things in here. Doggone it. I was in such a rush. Mask. We're in the age of the pandemic, right? So I got stuff I can use for a mask. But I also have these earbuds for your phone or your stereo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the coating off of this wire, and I can use that as a snare wire. But I didn't find actual snare wire. So thinking outside the box, you know, that helps. So that's one of my extras that I have. So I had put a few big ticket items to the side, and depending, not to blow the budget, but if you extended your budget maybe to 40 bucks, I found this tarp that's 6x8, heavy duty tarp, silver, so it'll reflect heat in if you're trying to stay warm. It was $8, okay, and it was over in the clearance section. I don't know why. So it was 50%, so it would have been $4. And I didn't want to blow the budget. If I would have went up to 35 bucks, I could have maybe did that, as opposed to this shower curtain, which is a little more flimsy. Tarps are a huge, huge thing. So, you know, shelter's important, keeping your core body temperature in check. And it'll be interesting to see how this works out for me, but it's thinking outside the box. And a blanket. Normally it's $10. This was 50% off for $5. So you may be staying warm for you, something that you need to have done. So all of this I got right here. It's good to go. You know, and I got it for less than 30 bucks. The other thing I want to say is I got this sheet here, right? And so with this sheet, as you can see, what I did, and let me come up there a little closer to you, so you can see what I did here. I made a matrix sheet, all right? It's going to be there in the blog. And so with this, as you can see, I've got 3 stores written on there, and I highlight every store where the item was cheapest. So what you can do is you can go hit, 3, 4 different stores, have this matrix with a little time, a little effort, and you can find all the cheapest items and get more bang for your buck. So you go to the stores, you list them, then you see what you got, then you go back and you hit the list and you're good to go. But clearly, if you want to survive on a budget, you can hit the dollar stores, and you can clearly, as you can see, thinking outside the box a little bit, you can get everything you need right here to have a survival kit on a budget, dollar store budget survival kit right there. Unbelievable. It was a great learning experience for me to see that it could be done. And you got to have a bag to put it in. And I found this nice little pack for $1. So let's put all this stuff in here, and let's have our survival kit ready to go. And then we'll head out into the woods and see how we do on a little excursion. So I'm going to pack this stuff up, and we're going to head out. So there you go. Think outside the box. Hit the dollar store, hit multiple dollar stores, set yourself a budget that fits for you, 20, 25, 30 bucks. Put this matrix together, and you can do it. So there's no excuses why you can't have a survival kit. Dollar store budget survival kit right here. All right, let's go get this in the bag. Let's get out of here. All right, all packed up and ready to hit the woods. Let's go check it out and see how we can survive on a dollar store budget survival kit.